start warming up. I think Leanne's paused. Are you right there, Leanne? Yeah. Let's get going. We're just going to have a nice warm-up and then a nice pure Pilates class. I think everyone here doesn't have injuries that are in the class today, so that's quite nice. If anyone does struggle with anything, you know, please look after yourself. Don't do anything that hurts. Good. And rolling the shoulders back. Nice. Loosening them off. Get a nice big twist in your upper back. Very good. And arms out to the side. Let's warm up those rotator cuffs. Twisting those shoulders. Get a nice movement through the whole shoulder, through your upper back. This movement isn't isolated just to the shoulders. We can get everything moving. And let's roll those shoulders forward. Nice big circles. Tummy pulled in, shoulders down and back. Moving those circles, loosening up the shoulders. Very nice. Alright, we're going to start with a roll down. We're going to do 3 roll downs and then walk out into a plank. So let's start standing up nice and tall, taking a breath in and breathing out. Chin down onto your chest, pulling that belly button in. Soften your knees and start curling down. Really stretching that lower back, 1 vertebra at a time. And breathing out. Pulling that belly button in. Tucking under from the pelvis, curling up 1 vertebra at a time. Shoulders slide down your back and head's the last thing to come up. And breathing in and out. Tummy pulled in. Soften the knees. Make sure your arms and your head are relaxed. And breathing out. Pull that belly button in, curling up. Really feel that stretch between every level of your vertebra as you're going down and up. Good, last time. And breathing out. Tummy pulled in, shoulders down and back, relaxing the arms. Curling down all the way. Now hold it down there. Let's swing side to side like a ragdoll. Relaxing the head and the shoulders. Make sure they're completely relaxed. And then from here, walking yourself out into a plank. Either arms forward or feet back, whatever your space allows. And from here, we're going to walk in our tango walk. So crossing the feet underneath. Breathing out. So as you're doing this, that's it. You're crossing. Shoulders down and back. Tummy pulled in. That's perfect, everyone. Let's go for 4 more. 3. Shoulders down and back. 2. And 1. And coming down onto your knees. Let's put your right leg in front. Knee over ankle, hands on the floor, sliding that back leg back. And we're going to roll those hips side to side. That's very good. Small movement, loosening off that hip capsule. Perfect. Now from here, stretching back. Reaching that bum out behind you and coming forward, lift the chest. And stick your bum out. Straighten that knee. And lift. Nice, we're going for 5. We've got 3 more. Very nice. 2. And last one, stretch. And lifting up that chest, drop the hips. Good, let's change sides. Left leg in front. Knee over ankle, hands on the floor. Slide that back leg back so you're stretching that hip flexor and rolling the hips. That's it, loosening off. We've got a beautiful sunny day here in Cape Town, abs. Definitely winter's coming, but it's beautiful. And stretching that knee back, straightening, and coming forward. Let's go for 5, reaching that bum out behind you. Make sure you stretch that knee so your hamstring gets stretched. 3. 2 more, reaching back. And last one, stretch, coming forwards. Now from here, we're going to step the legs back into a plank and coming up. We're going to take your bum towards your heels and coming forward into a plank for 10. As you come forward, shoulders slide down and back, tummy pulled in. Breathing out, tummy in. 4. And you're going to lift the hips for 10, 9, 8, keep going. Think of lifting from that tummy. So you're just pulling the belly button up. That's perfect. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back into plank. Go into a downward dog to rest your arms. Have a little stretch. Rise up and down on your heels. For 10, tummy pulled in. 9, from here just lifting your bottom up and down. So your legs stay straight. That's it. 5, 4, tummy in. 3, stick your chest between your shoulders. 2, and 1. Come back into a plank, left leg in front, shin parallel to the ground. Let's go. Breathing out to lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Come back into a downward dog and walk your hands towards your feet and curling up. Very nice. That's a nice warm up. Got everything pumping. Let's get going. So from here we're going to stay standing. We're going to do some squats. Your thumbs go up to the ceiling. You're going to squat down, back nice and straight. Think of lifting your chest so you don't want to be looking down. We're going to go for 20. Let's go. And up. Squeeze. Shoulders down and back as you come in. Bring your arms up. 3. Lift your chest. 4. Knees stay facing forward. Beautiful. 5. 6. Keep it going. Weight through your heels. Tummy in. Good. And squeeze 10 more. Down, shoulders down and up. 2. Remember to lift your chest. 3. Squeeze the bum. 4. 5. Dropping down. 6. Beautiful posture. Tummy in. 8. 9. And 10. Hold it down there. Lift your chest, tummy in. Lift one heel up and down. 2. Shoulders down your back. 3. 4. 5. Weight through your heels. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Hold it there and pulse for 10. 9. 8. Shoulders down. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And come and stand up. Beautiful. We're going to go into a lunge and a knee up, but you're going to take your arms up. So you're going to do a wide lunge back, arms up, so chest lifted. Pulling your knee up. As you lift the knee, pull your belly button in. Let's go. Stepping back. Lunge. If anyone's doing this recorded at home, you're welcome to use something for balance. Tummy in, breathing in and out. 4, dropping down. Lifting your arms up, shoulders slides down your back. 5 more. Tummy in. 4. 3, dropping down and up. 2. And 1. We're going to change sides. Let's go. Other leg. Down. Knee up, tummy pulled in. As you lift the arms, slide those shoulders down and back. Lift the chest. Tummy pulled in. 4. 5. Very good. 6. 7. Shoulders down, away from your ears. 8. 9. And 10. Very nice, well done. Grab a quick sip of water, and we're going to roll back down into a plank. Okay, so from here, give yourself space. We're going to do a roll down and walk forward into a plank. Breathing in and out. Cooling all the way down. And from here, walk forward into a plank. Shoulders down and back. We're going to go bum to heels. Bum to heels, coming forward. For 10. Make sure your plank is perfect. Tummy pulled in, shoulders slide down. 3. 4. Breathing out as you come forward. And 6. 7. Breathing out, tummy in. 8. 9. Very good. Squeeze. And 10. Very nice. Bringing your knees down. Roll out your wrists if you need. We're going to go into a hover, 4-point kneeling hover. If you want to keep your knees down, you can. Otherwise, we're going to do a donkey kick with our opposite leg hovering. So from here, we're going to lift your knees off the floor, and then we're going to do a donkey kick in the hover. Okay, let's go. Tummy pulled in, back nice and flat. Shoulders directly under your hands. Breathing out to lift those knees. Good, lifting up your one leg. For 10. 9, squeeze, don't arch your back. 8. 7. 6, if you need to drop your knee down, you can. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Coming to a downward dog stretch. We're using this as our little rest for the upper body. Coming back into a 4-point hover, other side. Let's go. 1. 2, tummy pulled in. 3. If you need to drop the knee, 4, that's fine. 5. 6, squeeze. 7. 8. 9. 10, well done. Rolling out the wrist. It's amazing how hard that is. Kind of works everything. It's the sort of thing I underestimate until I do it, and then I'm like, damn. Alrighty, we're going to come into a half plank, resting on our hand, not on your elbow. So from here, you're going to have your hand directly under your shoulder, knees together in a side plank. Drop hips towards the floor, push back, and kick out. Make sure that when you're lifting up, you actually push away from your hands. So now my weight is over that knee. So you also rest your wrist a little bit, otherwise the wrist gets very sore. Okay, let's go. Drop. Kick. We're going for 10. Tummy in. 2. 3. Lifting up from here. Nice. 4. Pushing back. 5. 6. Very good. 7. Tummy pulled in. Shoulders away from your ears. Nice and slow, everyone. Good. 2 more. And last one. Very nice. In between, we're going to come into a plank on your elbows, and we're going to roll the hips side to side. So, clasp your hands, put them on the floor, have your nose over your hands to start with, and let's step back into a plank. And we're going to roll the hips side to side. Let's go. 2. 3, tummy pulled in. 4. 5, nose over hand. 6. Keep going. 8. 9. And 10. Well done. Very nice. I feel like I've stepped straight into an advanced class. Ah, that's funny. This is clearly my own process. Don't worry about me. Okay. Right, other side. Hand directly under your shoulders, knees together. We're going to drop the hips, push and kick. Let's go. 1. Tummy in. Beautiful. And kick. 4. Make sure you push back so you take the weight off the wrist. Tummy in all the time. This leg you're extending, controlling it. 5 more. 4. Kick, nice. 3. 2. Beautiful job. 1. Very nice. Right, we're going to go into a set of push-ups. I want you to try, because you guys are pretty strong, we're going to try a full push-up, but what we can do is go down in a full push-up, knees down on the floor, and use them to push you up if you want to. So it's kind of a half. That's how we can progress it. If it's too much, please stay on your knees. But let's try. We're going for 10. We're going to do a child's pose in between, so we get a little rest. So let's focus. Hands under your shoulders, elbows grazing your ribs. If you need to, go onto your knees. Otherwise, let's try being in a full push-up. Shoulders down and back. You're going to go down, and if you need to, put your knees down and pushing up. It's a nice way to work towards doing a full one. If you can do a full one completely, go for it. And then we're going to go into a child's pose. Let's go for 10 in 3, 2, 1. Don't arch your back. Down. Go into a child's pose. Stretch. Beautiful. 2. And back. Count for yourself. We're going for 10. 3. Nice. 4. If you need to put your knees down to come up, that's perfect. 5. Squeeze, don't arch your back. I did a terrible one, so I must go on my knees now. 6. As you start fatiguing, you'll feel your back wants to arch, so really pull it in. 2 more. Down. Tummy in and back. Last one. And back and stay in child's pose. Relax up there. Well done. So that's quite a nice way for us to start building our push-ups, is to go down full onto your knees and pushing up. Because we have to try and progress it at some point. And the difference between the two is so big. So if we can start doing that, in other classes, not everyone's going to do that. But I think you lot should try. Abby's a machine anyway. Right. We're going to go into our Mermaid Plank. This is where yoga people are so strong. Honestly. It's amazing with that sort of push-up strength. Right. Sitting on your left glute. Right leg is on top, tucked in front of my underneath leg. Hand on the floor, other hand on your knee. Shoulders down. I want you to think of lifting up from here, tummy in. We're going to breathe out, lifting those legs, squeeze your inner thighs, roll towards the floor, and coming down. Nice, we're going for 8, breathing out to lift. Squeeze, lift those hips. And down. Nice, 3. Inner thighs squeezed. Roll the hips forward. And down. Very good. 4. Squeeze and rotate. And down. 4 more. 5. Squeeze those inner thighs. Roll the hips forward. 6. Breathing out to lift. And down. 2 more. Squeeze and lift, rotate, tummy in. Last one, breathing out. Squeeze those inner thighs, rotate. And in, very good. Let's change sides. Whew. Hey, okay, I've got Kayla right here. You can hear her tail wagging. Okay, so left foot tucked in front of my right underneath leg. Hand on the floor. Lifting up, so really activate that shoulder blade in your serratus anterior. And we're we're going to lift up from here, squeezing those inner thighs. Breathing out, squeeze and rotate. 1, and down. Good, breathing out. 2, squeeze and lift, tummy in, and down. 3, very good. Make sure you use your inner thighs, your stomach. 4, rotate. Nice. 5, breathing out and twist. Very good. 3 more. Tummy pulled in. 2, squeeze to inner thighs, tummy pulled in and down. Last 1. Breathing out. Lift. And down. Well done. Okay, so we're going to do a hip mobility circuit now. So, sitting up nice and tall. Feet bent, knees bent, feet wide. So wide like your mat. And leaning back on your hands to start. Don't sink into your neck though, but do lean back. So you give yourself a bit of an angle there. And you're going to roll the knees side to side. All the way down to the floor. So this is very good to mobilize the hips, which in most people who exercise, running, weights, anything, hips get tight. Good, make sure you're not sinking into your neck. Nice long neck. Let's go for 2 more. 1 more. Then we're going to add. So now, sitting up nice and tall, hands in front of you. Same action. Roll the knees down. Now pull your tummy in as you go around. So you'll find you need to dip a little bit to get those knees under. Very nice. Doesn't matter if you need to lean back. Tummy in. Very good. You will find you walk forward. Don't worry, you can readjust just now. Nice. 2 more. Keep going. 1 more each side. I'm going to come through the camera just now. Very nice. Now keep your knees down facing the left. You're going to put your hands on either side of your front knee. So my left knee, which is in front. Take that back knee and push it back a little bit so it's right behind you. So if I'm facing this way, my leg's right behind me. Leaning forward. Tummy pulled in, you're going to lift this leg off the floor. Let's go for 10. 9. Now make sure when you lift it that you're not bringing it forward as you lift. It must stay back. 5, because otherwise you're using your hip flexor. 6, tummy in. 7, knee and foot are equal. 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Now we're going to stay on this side and come lie on your left side in a half plank. Elbow directly under your shoulder. Underneath leg bent. This leg here. And we're going to go knee to elbow. Lifting up. Let's go. 1, 2, tummy pulled in. 3, 4, beautiful. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it there for 10. 9, keep the leg up. 8, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Very nice. Right, so now, as long as you all feel the same way I do right now, that's good. Okay, we're going to take our knees down to the other side. So now my knees are facing the right side. Push that left leg behind you. So it's quite round behind you. Hands on either side of that front knee. Back nice and flat, tummy pulled in. You're going to lean forward. We're going to lift that leg up and down. Make sure you don't bring it forward as you lift. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze the glute. It's activating the glute. 4 more. 3. Keep it back. 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's lie on your right side in a half side plank. Elbow directly under your shoulder. Underneath leg bent. Legs lifting up. elbow to knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, squeeze tummy in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oh my goodness, 10, hold it there for 10, 9, lifting up, don't let the leg drop, 4, 3, 2, 1, well done, good job. Let's lie on your back, rolling back. You can hug your knees into your chest, and we're going to do leg circles, hands on the floor, right leg up to the ceiling. If you can, straighten out your left leg if you've got long enough hamstrings. If your hamstrings are tight, you keep your left leg bent. Tummy pulled in. Squeeze this knee nice and straight. And we're going to do little circles on the ceiling with your toe, but making sure that you keep your hip bones flat. So your hips stay level. And let's go for 4 more. Tummy pulled in. 3, don't let your hips lift. 2, 1, other way. So the temptation as your leg goes out is for the opposite hip flexor to lift, hip bone. But you want to squeeze it to the floor. 3 more. 2, 1, well done. Bring that knee into your chest. And let's change sides. Both knees in. Right leg out straight. And left leg up to the ceiling. Tummy pulled in. And let's go, little circles. 8 going one way. Make sure that now your right hip bone stays glued to the floor. Pulling in those abs. Little circles. 4, 3, tummy in. 2, 1, now other way. Make sure you're pulling in those abs so your hips stay glued to the floor. If you need to bend your knee because your hamstrings are tight, please do so. 3 more. 2, 1, very nice. Hands behind your head, lift your head and shoulders up. Your right leg comes off the floor. We're going to go for scissors. Let's go, breathing out to change. 1, 2, lift your head and shoulders, tuck your chin in. 3, 4, 5, squeeze. 6, 7, chin on chest. 8, nice straight legs. 9, and 10. Well done. Hug those knees into your chest. Very nice. Hands by your side. We're going to go into our leg swaps. Lifting that tailbone. Tummy in, and we tap. Breathing out as you change. Make sure as you drop that leg, you really tilt that pelvis up. So imagine visualizing lifting that coccyx using your abs. For 5, 4, beautiful. 3, 2, and 1, very nice. Now we're going to open the knees into diamond shape, feet together. And we're going to tap down in a diamond leg swap. Tummy pulled in. Breathing out as you lift for 8, 7, squeeze. 6, 5, make sure your back stays glued to the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1, and join both legs together. Feet together on the floor, knees open in diamond. And we're going to do our sit-ups. Breathing out. If you want to start sitting up from the top, let's start. Vanessa, I know you're going to do this. You just got to start from the top. And let's curling down. Look at your belly button. Keep that tension the whole way. And up. Yes. Nice work. We've got 9 more. Breathing out to curl down. Tummy in. Very nice. Shoulders down and back. Look at your belly button. Use your feet. Squeeze your feet together. Beautiful. Breathing out. Chin on your chest. Roll through that spine. Making sure you're using your belly button the whole way. Really curl. You've got 3 more. Beautiful, all the way. 2. Make sure you use your breath, really pull in that belly button. And last one. Curling down, very nice. Keep your legs bent, feet on the floor, hands behind your head. We're going to go into a pelvic curl, into a sit-up. So from here, pushing through your heels, curling up, squeezing that glute. As you're coming down, you come up into a sit-up. You can have your hands behind your head, and then curling down. So hands can stay here, lift, squeeze. Breathing out, curling through your spine, that's 1. We're going for 10. And lift, push through your heels, tilt your pelvis. 2, beautiful. Do it in your own time, we're going for 10. Squeeze. Chin on your chest, curling through your spine. Very nice. This is 4 for me. Squeeze and lift, tilt the pelvis. Roll through the spine. And up. 5. Go in your own time. I'm just counting my own. Curling through the spine. 6. And all the way up. Nice. You can keep your hands by your side. You don't need to put them behind your head for the pelvic curl. Sorry, that was my mistake. And curling up all the way. Let's go for 3 more. Tummy pulled in. Chin on your chest, curling up. Beautiful job, guys. 2 more. Awesome. Last one. And curling down all the way up. Beautiful. All the way down. Straighten out the legs. Now the hands go behind the head. We're going to do our sprinter's crunch or sprinter's sit-up. So from here, you're going to breathe out. Chin on your chest. Lift your head and shoulders. Rotate shoulder to knee. And back to lying flat. Breathing out to change. If you want to, you can do a full sit-up. And you twist. The crunch is great. We're going for 10. Breathing out. 5. Beautiful. Tummy pulled in. All the way. 3 more. Curling down and up. Tummy pulled in. 1 more each side. Crunch. Beautiful. Right, legs up in tabletop, hands by your side. We're going to go into a single leg stretch. Then we're doing roll-ups, and then we're done. So, knees parallel to the floor, hands on the floor, tummy in. Lift your tailbone. Let's stretch. 1. Breathing out to change. Always think of lifting that tailbone. As you lengthen that leg, you want to lift. Imagine that coccyx lifting up with your abs. For 5 more. 4, pulling in those abs. Don't arch your back. 3. 2, nice work. 1. Very nice. Slide your legs down on the floor, arms up above your head. Okay, we're going to go into a roll-up. We can do the 1. I'm going to give you 2 options. Give me a 1 or a 2. Breathing in, just going into a straight roll-up, reaching forward, or we're going to breathe in, bending the knees as we come up, and curling down. Okay, I'm going to see which one you do to see which one you want to do, because I can't see your fingers. Okay, let's go. Breathing in, and breathing out to come up. Are we going, okay, you can do either one, whichever one you want to do. And then curling down all the way. Nice. Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out. If you do this, you curl your feet, that's beautiful. And then sliding out. I tell you what, we're going to do 4 of these, breathing in, and then 2 normal, so we get a stretch. And breathing out as you're curling down, tummy pulled in. One more, breathing in and out. Hold it. Curling down. Nice. Now we're going to do a normal one. Breathing in, arms and head up when you're ready. Let's go. And squeeze your inner thighs. Breathing out. And let's reach forward and hold onto your feet, dropping it down. Relax in that position. Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders pulled down and back. And let's curl down from the pelvis, looking down. We're going for 2 of those. Good, last one, breathing in. And breathing out, curling up, squeeze your inner thighs. And reaching for those toes and relax. Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders down and back. And curling down, looking at your belly button, curling down all the way. Beautiful job, well done. Let's bend the knees and arms out to the side. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Palms facing up to the ceiling, and you're going to take your knees to the right side. And look at your left hand, stretch it away. Try and get both knees down to the floor if you can without hurting yourself. And breathe out. Use that breath out to help you relax just a little bit more. Good. Bring those knees back up to the middle. Keep that same ankle there. And take the knees down to the left side. Now if you want to, you can use that left hand to pull your right knee down. Try and get it down towards the floor. Keep your right hand palm facing up. Stretch it away. Look at that right hand. Very good. Come back to the middle. Let's take your left ankle, cross it over your right knee. Take the knees to the left side first. Look at your right hand, stretch it away, and breathing out. Use that breath out to stretch you even more. Nice. Good, knees up to the middle. And let's take the knees down to the right side. Take that top knee down with your right hand, stretch the left arm away. Very nice. Very nice. Hug those knees into your chest. And roll up into sitting. Well done, guys. That was short and sharp. That was awesome. Thank you so much. I loved that. You guys pushed me hard. And now I'll quickly turn.